Why is it that people are scared of public speaking?
Is always the fear of judgment, the fear of people looking at me and me feeling like all they're looking at is what I'm doing wrong. In a boardroom, you want to keep it concise, short, to the point. One of the frameworks I love, people call it different things, but I love this one. I call it triple P. It's easier to remember like that.
Triple P.
Yes. We start in the past.
Okay.
We come to the present. And where do we go from there?
I want to say future, but welcome to another edition of Mindset Prophets. If you have struggled at any point in your life with public speaking, we have unforgettable speakers in the house and back. Welcome, Palesa.
Thank you for having me back, Coach.
You are one of those interviews that I got a lot of messages and some of them testimonials from the last episode.
Wow.
Someone actually said, I watched this at the perfect time. I got called first to go and speak and represent my organization somewhere.
Wow.
I refused, but then I remembered Palesa. And I said, okay, it's fine, I'll do it because it was short notice. Then I had to watch the episode again, implement, execute. Now I'm like the darling of the office.
Wow.
I get sent everywhere.
That's amazing. That's what I love to hear, that people are implementing, not hearing and tickling their ears, but I went and did it.
And that's what happened last time. Got nice messages about you. So I like that we have the one person that's behind a lot of legendary speakers out there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Why do you do what you do?
Oh, that's a very good question.
I'm
I'm so
asking
happy
you.
you asked.
Is it?
Yes, because the reason I do what I do is not what I do.
Okay.
So we're in a country
Yeah.
with a lot of unemployment.
Yeah.
We're in a country with struggling entrepreneurs.
Uh,
And the only reason they are struggling is just because they cannot articulate their value.
ooh,
Not that they're not
Got you.
valuable.
got you.
Not that they don't have anything to offer, because these are
They're
educated
valuable.
people.
They can't articulate it.
Yes. They don't know how to make people want to hire them, how to make people want to buy from them. And that's why I do what I do.
That is so big. A coach of mine asked me the same question yesterday even. So I was just trying to be unfair on you and throw it on you. Hey, goodness, did I fumble? My mind went everywhere.
No.
Because now I was like, why? Funny, I can answer it easy when it's just you asking. But
Yes.
in that context, I don't know why my mind went to so many reasons. But anyway, we're going to make this a masterclass about that as well.
Yes.
Why so many ideas run through people's heads when they stand on a stage
Yes.
and have to speak and they end up fumbling and rambling.
Yes.
Let's make it a practical masterclass for people on how to be a good public speaker
Yes. We can
and how
do
to
that.
represent the office.
Yes. And I still have to fulfill my previous promise of helping you become a better speaker.
Please do.
I watched the
Let's start
episode and I
here.
hadn't done none of my work.
Let's start here. Let's start here now. All right. So let's start with the one main question for me. Why is it that people are scared of public speaking? What are some? Let's go for 3 big reasons why.
I know the first one is always the fear of judgment. The fear of people looking at me and me feeling like all they're looking at is what I'm doing wrong. So
Okay.
they see that I'm not smart. They hear that I can't articulate my thoughts. They are going to notice that my accent doesn't sound posh enough. So the fear of judgment. What will people say?
when you say it that way, what I'm hearing as well in that statement is I fear that they will judge me and this will reduce my social standing.
Yes.
Like my status will go down
Yes.
after I speak.
Yes. Because I probably walk into a room and people have been told, no, she's got a master's. He's got a this.
He's good at this.
She's from.
She's amazing.
Yes.
You will love her.
Uh-huh.
And then boom, they listen to you.
And they go, "Krr, what happened? I didn't hear. What was she saying? But that's what people fear. It's not necessarily what they get, but that is one of the main reasons. Because it's also happened for some where they were laughed at when they were younger. And why would you want to keep doing this in front of even smarter people? You think they're even smarter, right? Based on the fact that they're more senior than you. Maybe they'll see through me that I got 50% in maths. So it's really fears of, am I going to go in there and expose myself and then leave there and people's perception of me is, oh, not credible. Where did you say you studied?
Also, it's different kinds of fear. Fear of losing social standing.
Yes.
Fear of being exposed because you have a knowledge gap.
Yes.
Fear of disappointing people
100%.
because they have a higher expectation of you or they put you on a pedestal
Yes.
and you don't live up to it. There's
Yes.
fear in different forms. So this is just stuff going on in people's heads before they go on stage.
Yes.
Is it me visualizing failure
100%.
and disappointment?
Yes. So you go in there and you cannot think of the good things people will say because we all have the bad things that stick, usually. 70 people tell you that was amazing. One voice must come and say, I think you really need to improve with how you project. And that's the only feedback you go back home with. So now we're going in there thinking already, can I buy them all over? Or are there going to be people that are going to just be like, no thanks? And we all want people to like us. As much as people will say, I don't care, I always say that's people that usually care the most. It's the people that have been hurt the most that say stuff like that.
That's technically reason number 2.
Yes.
The need we have for validation and love and appreciation.
Connection.
Because you want so bad for people to like you on stage. You think if they don't, it's going to feel terrible.
Yes.
That's not fear anymore, right?
No, that's not even fear anymore. But it adds to...
It's wanting to impress, wanting to be validated.
And fear of rejection.
Yeah, so it is fear of rejection.
Yes, it's the same. So you hear that. It's the fear of people rejecting me. Another reason that we can look at is the fear of losing control, because anxiety has this unpredictable way of making you act in ways that you cannot control.
So I've got my plan, I've got my points,
Yes.
and I've got my slides. I go on stage and something throws the whole plan off.
Yeah, it can be something
Or I
small.
forget
My mouth starts to dry up and formulates these white marks on the side.
and I forget what I wanted to say.
Yes.
Or I say something I didn't intend to say and in trying to correct it, make things worse. And now my mind is all over the place.
Yes. I start shaking so much that the
I've
paper
heard
goes...
that. I've heard the paper thing.
Yes.
Speaking somewhere, I was holding a paper, started shaking. Now I was anxious because I could see that I'm shaking and it shows that you're shaking. And now I'm thinking everyone can see that this thing is shaking. I had to put the paper down.
Yes.
So now even when I coach people when they're pitching, I always say, please don't carry a paper on stage. That is like the number one way to expose yourself because this thing vibrates
Yes.
and it makes noise when you're shaking.
Yes, 100%. So rather carry cue cards.
Cue cards
Smaller.
are easy, they're smaller.
Yes. And also, if you can, just one, not multiple, so that you don't drop them. So those are things where because you cannot control anxiety, but you can start practicing ways of being more grounded. So anxiety doesn't go away. Even the president still gets a bit of anxiety when the stakes are high.
Doesn't it go lower with exposure? Because I see some people are afraid to speak in public, especially when there's a big audience, because they've never done it before.
Yes.
And if you speak to those that have done it many times, they will be anxious, but not at the same level.
So it also depends. It could be, I'm going to speak to someone that's unpredictable.
Okay.
So there's no audience here, but
okay.
Coach Ntando is so controversial and I don't know what his angle will be today, and that fear as well. So almost like speaking to journalists, then you could be the best speaker and you have all this experience, but because you can't control what this person's going to bring, it creates a bit of anxiety.
So what's that fear? Fear of not being in control?
It's still part of that, of not being in control, because you don't know what the feedback or the response will be. And also think about it in your speech. Maybe you've planned a question that you want to ask the audience. At home, it sounded like a great idea. You saw their faces and you realized maybe it's not such a good idea because these people are so serious, and you were planning to ask them, can you all stand up and wave your hands? And you're like, they might reject this request just by looking at them, right? So that lack of control, because you have to give a bit of control to your audience.
Yeah.
And that's also part of the fears that people have.
So confidence in this instance, confidence on stage, comes from you knowing you have a lot more control.
Yes.
Because I'm seeing a lot less control is confidence out the window.
100%. 100%. It is literally that feeling. Do you feel like you have a bit more control over yourself, your content, and your people? Otherwise,
All right. So if someone says, I want to get started, and back to the assignment that you had to give us nuggets to become amazing, unforgettable speakers, starting here with me.
Yes.
Where do we start? What framework do you use? What practices do we do?
Yeah, so every framework first starts with the mind.
Okay.
How you put things together in your mind. And this could be frameworks that we teach you in terms of the order of things. The reason we remember numbers is because it started small, it became bigger, right? Order things, put things in order in your mind so that when you open your mouth and you start to speak, it becomes easier. One of the frameworks I love, people call it different things, but I love this one. I call it triple P. It's easier to remember like that.
Triple P.
Yes.
That sounds cool. Let's go.
Triple P, we start in the past.
Okay.
We come to the present. And where do we go from there?
I want to say future, but you said P,
exactly
so
perspective. Right? So that's why I made it the triple P, because it's easier to remember. But that's what you want. What's going to make what I'm going to say easy to remember?
Okay.
Because when it's easy to remember, that feeling of I'm going to forget everything I'm going to say, that's a fear that you can overcome through a framework.
So how do I practically overcome a fear? I've got a presentation to a board or a group of 20 people next year, and they want me to talk about, let's say, entrepreneurship.
Yes.
How do I use the triple P?
So you take them through your personal experience or journey based on
my past.
Where did you start? Where did this begin? Why did it begin? The past.
Okay.
Where is it right now? And where are you hoping to go?
Oh,
very
and that's
simple.
my talk done.
Done. That's the strategy to use at a birthday party. That's the strategy to use. That works everywhere. That's the strategy to use when someone says, tell me about yourself.
This is where it started?
I'm going. Right?
Whoa. That's so simple, eh?
Very simple. And you literally, when someone says at a birthday party, Coach, you are here. It's Sabelo's birthday. What do you have to say? Go to the past.
This is where we met.
I met you here. and I'm glad I'm here, and I'm hoping this for you. Done.
Whoa.
Magic. And every time you speak like that, people think, oh, you knew you were going to talk. How come you always prepared?
Framework. I love it. I can see how it can work for any topic, really.
Yes.
Because even if they give you a word, an impromptu speech, you just say what you know about it from the
Yes.
past or your first encounter with that subject.
Yes.
And interesting that you're now here and this is what you know, this is what
Yes.
you're discovering, and this is what you look forward to doing with the knowledge or with that subject.
Yes. The same in an interview. What are your strengths? They are more believable when you say them in the past, present, and future.
These were my struggles.
Uh-huh.
This is
Or-
what
or
I
your- or
did
your
to
s-
get
yeah.
here.
Yes.
This is where I want to
Yeah.
go.
Yes.
This is what I'm still learning.
Yes.
So I get to here. Goodness, this is simple.
Simple. Keep
All right,
it
so-
simple so it's memorable.
That solves the mental gymnastics
Yes.
and it gives me the control
Mm.
because now I know I can place my information in a structured way.
Yes.
What about on-stage presence and delivery?
Yes.
Because that's a whole other thing. I could
Yes,
have
no?
simplified it here.
Yes, true.
You saying it and saying it in a believable way, that's a whole other thing.
Yes, true. So think about it goes back to, am I aware of what happens to my body when I am in front of people? Do I know that I'm the person that's hands is going to shake? Because you have to have experienced yourself. This is now where the experience does count. And even if it was once, you experienced
Yeah.
yourself once, what happened was you forgot your name. Okay, great.
It can happen.
What now? You make sure your page, your notes have your name in bold and highlighted. Because
Okay.
what do? We often say, when I get there, I'll introduce myself. And your introduction is never written down. But the most powerful way to make an impact is to ensure your introduction goes as planned. Automatically, then you gain your confidence. If your intro goes as planned, you gain your confidence. So make sure you get that right. Ask the question you wanted to ask. Don't skip it because your mind will keep on going, oh, you didn't do that. You didn't do that. You didn't do that thing. And you know.
So the introduction to any talk is a big deal
Yes,
because
big
it
deal.
gives you the confidence. And if you get it
Yes.
wrong, during the talk, your mind is still thinking you skipped a step.
Yes, it's like, oh, maybe I should put it in at the end because now I'm comfortable. And you know it's not going to land the way it was supposed to land. And some people even say, you know what I wanted to say at the beginning? Because now they're more comfortable and they're like, I think the audience like me. Let me tell them that in the beginning I actually wanted to say this.
What's the difference between introducing myself or my talk to a board and like an office that is 10, 15
Yes.
people and a stage with 200, 300 people?
Yes. So there's a very big difference. In a boardroom, you want to keep it concise, short, to the point.
Okay? Like how?
Like, good morning, everyone. As we all know, we're sitting at the third quarter of the year, and right now we're going to be doing a projection on what it was that we hadn't achieved, and not projection, because we're going to review what we hadn't achieved, and we'll be looking at the plans for 2024. That's it. Keep it clean, to the point, and get to it. So it gives you buy-in because people know, okay, which page are we on? What are we going to do here? And not, she's asking us, how's the weather? How are you guys? Oh, yo, I like your shoes. And it's like, okay, got another meeting after this, Palesa. That's how people are in the boardroom, especially more senior people. If you're struggling to get their attention, it's because you're not getting to what do you want? Why are we here? What are we doing?
Okay, then we shift you to 200-300 people. How does the intro change?
The intro has to change based on what you've seen before you even entered the room.
Okay.
Are they buzzing or are they quiet?
Ah.
That will determine what type of intro you need to bring to that room.
So if, let's say, the audience is so quiet, I feel they are disconnected from the event itself, my intro has to focus on what? The energy.
Yeah, true. Warming them up a little bit, reminding them that it's okay. Because maybe sometimes your audience themselves are even anxious about the reason they came into that room. This happens a lot of times. You speaking to 200 people that have invested into a project, you're about to announce to them what happened with their money. You're not going to find the people sitting there laughing.
Excited.
They want to hear what happened to our money. And they are sitting at the edge of their seat because you are the one bringing the good news or the bad news. So warm them up, get them to say, I understand, I know why you are quiet, I know this is happening, I know you guys were told you're coming to the Let's Be Quiet Entrepreneurs Conference, but no, let's come to life, right?
Because by the end of the day, this is what we will achieve.
100%. And also you don't want to be too harsh because you want to work your audience up. So if they are at a 1, work them to at least a 5. From 5, once you get them laughing, warming up a little bit, then you can. Because if you come in too high, they're going to reject you immediately. They'll be like, this clown, what's going on? Right? So you want to give them a, let's go up steadily. Oh, okay, great. You guys do laugh. Oh, wow. Oh, I love that. You are nodding with me. Okay. Now let's go to step 2. Now I can take you to let's dance together. Right? And this is part of the things people should learn, especially those that are MC events. There are times where, as an MC, it's such a heavy load, your audience, and you need to work them up because an exciting speaker is coming, but take them gradually. That speaker's responsibility is to take them higher, but you should at least lift them to make it easy on the speaker coming on stage.
What about I get called to come and speak in an event, Palesa goes on stage first, dazzles the audience, and I'm next.
That's the worst feeling. I've experienced that before. I'm like, who speaks after someone like this? But hey guys, the thing that most people do is they go and refer to the other speaker.
I've seen that a lot.
And
as you were saying.
And there's nothing wrong with as she was saying. But it is even going in there and comparing yourself to that speaker. Now, that's the worst thing you can do.
Like how?
Saying, okay, so I'm Palesa and I'm not going to be like Coach Ntando. So you guys must understand. Ne? He's at another level. And I'm like, we don't want you to be like him. That's the thing. We want you to be you. You bring something different to the table. As long as you're confident in what you bring to the table, don't mind how the person before you just performed. Going up after a comedian, it's the worst. Because the audience was like, that was great. And now
it's you.
Public speaking training. So it's very difficult, but try your best to stick to your script. Because then you won't leave with regret of, I should have said it like this. You did do as planned. And that's more important.
What about the middle part? I think you've talked to the intro, that the intro is a big deal.
Yes.
And when we move from the intro to the body of any talk, what should the mindset be there so that we get it right? Because I think I can see a picture where someone gets the intro so well, it raises the expectation and anticipation, and then boom.
Yeah, true. And that
everything falls apart after.
That happens a lot. People always have this tendency of losing the audience once they start going into the 17 bullet points. And it's like, we knew that we are coming for this.
Yeah.
However, the way you're delivering it now is now you've gone into I'm speaking to myself mode because I just need to get through this. Instead of making them understand that we're not just getting through this, we are going to engage on this. Keep it a conversation. And not that every sentence you check in.
Yeah.
Any questions? No. You will not finish. Everything is time bound. But it is about ensuring that you emphasize the important things. Still, because amongst the 17, there's 4 important ones. Which are those 3 or 2 that you really need them to drill
So be
in.
clear in advance what the core
Yes.
3-4 points are that you want them to hold on to.
So you don't have to do it in advance. You can do it as you go. So saying to them, now that we're at point 4, I'm going to take a moment for you to take out your pen and write if you weren't writing, because this is quite important. What I'm saying to the audience is, those 3, I mentioned them, but because maybe I know that you know them, it's not but this one, now this is an important point. So you create that, okay, sit up straight. If people weren't looking, now they must look at you. This one I'm going to pause at because I know there are always questions here. Any questions in this, right?
And it
So,
also enrolls the room again
yes,
for those that
100%.
you are starting to lose.
And also ensuring, this is a big one, especially for professionals and people that have 40 slide presentations. Know the order of your slides. The thing of you looking surprised when it's your slide is not work. Does not make sure. You going, now
By
we're
the
at
way,
the strategy.
Yeah. That's not make sure.
Whose work is that? It's your work. You should be telling them, now that we've covered this part, let's move on to the strategy. Then they see the strategy coming up. The flow of that also helps people's minds shift and not come across as surprised as you are. They move with you from topic to topic, like the bus. Be a good bus driver.
Okay.
Keep them with you. Let them stay in the bus. Don't drop them off, and keep them in the bus with you.
All right. What about 40 slides? I've got 40 slides and I stick to one of the slides so much, enjoy it so much. But then when I flip to the next slide, I realize I covered this. And I go to the next one, I realize, I covered this. And it gets confusing. I've seen a lot of that with people on stage.
Yeah.
Where in one slide, they speak to the next one and the next one. And now by the time they get to those slides, they think, but I've covered this.
This happens all the time. Especially, you would know, when you train on the same material,
Yeah.
you know the material. So you say the things in advance.
Yeah.
But that's the advantage. You know the material.
Yeah.
Better than the person that's surprised at the material. Right? So when you get to that, you would briefly say, as I already mentioned, and you move on. It should give you comfort. You shouldn't feel bad. It's a good thing. It means you know your work. You are not surprised. So there's nothing wrong with, as I already mentioned, this is that part that I was talking about when I said the demand and the supply must equalize. Are we all still comfortable with this?
So
And you move on.
I could say this is what happens when you have too much passion for this subject.
Love
I
that.
was talking about this 30
Yes.
minutes ago. You see?
Yes.
It's
100%. Yes. And it gives you even more credibility. Because then they trust that this person, the information almost is become a part of you. You don't even need the slides. Because a lot of times you actually don't. But we use them because it's more professional. It helps out, like we said, visual learners before. They get to understand, see, and grasp information, and it goes into their memory. So it's there for them.
What about conclusions?
That's the biggest.
How do we conclude talks in a way that gives us the credibility or just keeps the credibility because you'd have earned it during the talk
Yeah.
and things don't fall flat? Because I
Yes.
think there is the possibility of doing well until you have to conclude and you lose the credibility there.
Yeah. When I started Unforgettable Speakers, I searched the word, please give me the most unforgettable speakers of all time. And Google responded, the most inspirational speakers of all time are.
Okay.
Do you see that, right? And when I went and looked at all of their talks,
So
they
it's
all
inspirational.
ended with inspiration, regardless of the kind of news they were delivering.
Ah.
So you have to strategically find a way not to end with, and that's the last slide, thanks. And here, I think I will stop.
That's it.
Okay? No. If you want to make yourself sticky and you want your audience to say, oh, we want more, you have to plan your outro. Even if it's in corporate, even if it doesn't matter. Plan how you will end it and stick to it. Sometimes some people are like, oh, but this is a bit corny. I'm reading a quote. I'm like, do it. It will show effort. It shows thoughtfulness that you actually did think about the end. And you're still commanding the end. You're still in control at the end. Because a lot of times the ends come after questions where people are rattled. So you are a bit rattled now by, oh, geez, goodness, they just asked me all these questions. Don't leave there like with your tail behind your legs, like, oh my gosh, I just got hit by all those questions. You leave there with, thank you so much for your time. I want to leave these words with you. Come on, take back your power. That's your opportunity.
Thank you. This is what I want to leave you with.
Yes.
So I could plan a quote for my exit, read it, say what it means for me, say what I hope it will mean for the future for everyone in the room.
Yes. Or the one thing I want to, we spoke for 30 minutes, but there's just the one thing I want you to leave with today. And that's it. Leave with that, I wonder what more is there. Because that's what people think of when they're like, this person cares. Wow, they wanted to make sure that we don't just hear and feel overwhelmed, but there's this one thing.
So if I'm looking at the whole framework with the intro, the body, and the exit, does this apply to any presentation? Even if I'm supposed to report on what has happened in my company to employees, I could use that talk and deliver it so well that they want me to keep speaking all the time because I'm structured, start to finish.
Yes. Even after a retrenchment announcement, there was a woman that did an announcement of retrenchment so well, people forgot that the message was bad. And I was like, wow. Because she left them with this inspiration for themselves. As in, this company is not where you end though. Ooh. You were here and you existed before. And you will exist after this. And I was like, wow. Wow. Now that's a talk. Right? Placing it, dream again. Maybe this is the chance to start that business. Maybe people forgot that this was just news. A terrible meeting. And I thought, that's how you become unforgettable.
Can you speak as we wrap up to people who they've lost their jobs or they're in the later stages of their life and they want to, the question is, how does this help me in my stage of life right now?
Yes.
Later, and I'm looking for income streams or lost a job.
Yes. So for the person that's saying, I am later in my life, you're still around. That means it's not the end. And I'm saying this because we've all seen so many of the most impactful people are the people that decided to just wake up to their life, that I can still make an impact. So how this helps you is use what you have learned, so what you have, who you are, and make that impact. Because people sometimes just need to hear what you know. And what you know could be, ladies and gentlemen, don't drink and drive, because this is what happened to me. Right? And it could be the worst things that happen to you that change not just their lives, but even your life. So share your experiences. And then for the person that is, I am currently unemployed, is that the other person, right? You have to gain the courage to open your mouth in the rooms where you think it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you are sharing at a lunch table with a few friends that you need a job, but share. Don't wait to share it with the people on LinkedIn only. That's not where opportunities come from. They come from the person that you never thought could know someone that knows someone that knows someone. So share it. I've seen small things like this that burden people and they're thinking, hey, no one wants to hear. And the moment they open their mouth, their life changed.
Oh, whoa.
So just say what you need.
And how does public speaking knowledge, the one kind we've been talking about, help me in an interview situation? Because I'm still speaking.
Yes.
Might not be a big public,
Yes.
3-4 people, but
Yes. So it will help you in an interview situation because in an interview, you are going in there to be remembered. So you have to be using structures. Structure helps you remember what you have to say. So if it helps you, it's going to remind them of what you said. The easier it is for you, the easier it will be for them to remember. So being prepared, that's the biggest thing. We go into speeches and boardrooms prepared. Interview, be prepared. That's the biggest way to wow people. You came in dressed. You look like you know when they ask you, tell me about yourself. Use past, present, future. There we go. And you won't get lost in what you are saying because it's about, I'm going to get
also
lost.
your triple P works even for interviews.
Yes. I grew up here. I am here. And I'm hoping to work for you.
And do this.
Yes. I'm hoping to work for you guys and do this, and this. And have an impact in this and this and this way. Right, so stick to that structure. It's simple, it works. And not only that, when you are also speaking to those people, speak to them for connection. Don't be so prepared that you throw information. You know, the over-preparedness where you're no longer even conscious of whether they are here or not here because you just have your memory going into my... No. So you pause a little bit. I'm from Mpumalanga. Look around the room. Maybe someone else will say, you give them a chance to say, me too. But if there's no gap, they can't engage. So that's what the pauses are strategically there for. For them to, oh yeah, me too. I studied at University of Pretoria. Oh, me too. Right? Give them a chance.
Got you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. What can we look forward to when it comes to you, Palesa, and Unforgettable Speakers?
So there's definitely a lot. We are going all in with our English for business. I'm not the English teacher, but we definitely provide that for you. Public speaking, I've started my 90-day program that's starting in January.
Okay.
And then we are launching public speaking for children.
Yeah?
Yes, and I won't be the teacher. But we're definitely going to be doing that.
How old?
No, so from the age of 7. I started public speaking coaching at the age of 7. I see the benefits. I'm reaping the benefits, and I want other people's children to have it easy as well.
Okay. Tell me more. How do people access that one?
So it would be the same. They would WhatsApp us the word child to 071-184-8406.
We'll put the link.
Yes. And then they can... From there, we will take them through what the options are. Where do they live? That determines the option. So it's either going to be virtual or they can sign up for in person as well.
Okay. No, thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you for all the value you share. Hey?
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the community. And yes, that's it.
Thank you. Thank you very much still this time. See you in the next episode. Let me know what more you'd love to learn. We'll grab those questions and we'll fire them back at her.
And I'll answer.
And she will answer. Thank you.